So I quit my job. Scary. Technically I quit my job like 4 weeks ago, but I had to give my place of work 4 weeks notice. So my last day was a couple of days ago. I want to do something to like mark this occasion, because me finally like quitting was something that like I've been thinking about doing probably since like November, December last year. And so it obviously is quite momentous that I finally did it. And so I was like, I feel like I need to do something to like commemorate is the word I was trying to think of, but to like commemorate this occasion. And then I was like, why don't I make myself like a cake or something? And I was very much like, I'm gonna make myself a cake. And then the prospect of making like a full cake was like so overwhelming. And I think because I'm obviously like a little bit burnt out work-wise, and so I think I just like kept kind of like putting off sitting down to, because I was like, I'm gonna film it, obviously I'm gonna film it, and then I just like kept putting off actually sitting down to film it, and I was like, I just don't think I can physically make a cake right now, but I still wanted to do something to commemorate. And I was like, oh my god, why don't I just like bake something like a cake but like way easier? And then I was doom scrolling, as we do, and I saw a creator post a recipe for birthday cake blondies, and I was like, oh my god, I've never had a blondie before. Like, they're not really a thing in Australia, or if they are, I just haven't come across them. And I was like, I've always wanted to know what they taste like, and this one is like a birthday cake one, and I was like, let's do it. So I'm gonna make myself like a cake blondie to celebrate that I have quit my job, and I am taking you guys along with me. We're gonna go upstairs to my parents' kitchen, and we're just gonna suss what ingredients we have. If we need to go buy anything, we'll go get some stuff, and then come back and bake the birthday cake blondies. The recipe from this creator Substack, it looks delicious and very manageable. I might like edit it or play around with it a bit. I'm almost like tempted to add white chocolate. So let's get into it. Let's go upstairs. Okay, this is so weird. Welcome to my parents' kitchen. I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself because I feel like you've never seen my body. Hey! I'm gonna print out the recipe because I know that I will miss a step. Have you guys seen Emma Chamberlain baking herself a birthday cake? Was it this year or last year? But you know, in that when she like forgot to to add sugar, I would do that. So that is why I'm printing it out. Okay, I printed it out. Let's see if we have all the ingredients. Flour, baking powder, salt, unsalted butter, sugar, light brown sugar, 2 eggs, vanilla extract, almond extract, rainbow sprinkles. So let's make a shopping list. We're gonna need more flour. We're gonna need more baking powder, vanilla extract, and almond extract. We don't have any. Butter we need 198 grams. We'll need more butter. Let's go shopping! I hope everyone's excited.
Hello, chat from Europe. Introducing the all-new
I can't be bothered to go shopping. But I will. Because we are making this cake for ourselves. We're doing it. We're celebrating our win. I feel like I'm really zoning out. I went to 3 different grocery stores because the first one didn't have almond extract. So then I went to the next one, got almond extract, was in my car driving home and was like, oh, didn't buy more butter. Obviously I forgot to buy butter. I bought white chocolate melts. Again, I'm unsure if we're gonna use them, but I thought better safe than sorry. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is the butter, because the author was like, you wanna melt the butter, but then you want it to cool back down to like room temperature. So that feels like something we should probably do first. 198 grams of unsalted butter. I'm gonna start by using all the butter we already own. 174 grams, we were so close to not having to buy more, but I'm glad I bought more. I'm just gonna cut it into like smaller pieces so it like melts more evenly. I put that in the microwave for like 20-second intervals because I'm always terrified I'm gonna burn the butter. While that's going, I need to figure out what 350 degrees Fahrenheit is in Celsius because I live in Australia. 176. 176 is so random and it's not an option. So yeah, 180 feels like the like okay cooking temperature. Okay, our milk has melted. I mean our milk? Our butter has melted. There's like 2 pieces that aren't, and I'm just gonna like stir them in. The smell of melted butter is so disgusting. It's so gross. I'm gonna put that to the side and let it cool. Let's do this! Cooking with Ella. In a medium bowl, whisk together flour, baking powder, and salt. Did you hear that? Yeah, fun fact about me, I hate butter. Butter and cheese are like my least favorite foods to exist. I'm not like a big dairy girl, except like when it's in dessert, but I'm not like a fan of like creamy sauce or anything like that. But the smell of melted cheese and melted butter, it's disgusting. I'm so quirky. Okay, one cup. 1/3. Okay, 2/3. Plain flour, done. Salt and baking powder. Baking powder is half a teaspoon. Okay, half a teaspoon. And then salt is 1 teaspoon. And we've got our finely grained salt here. Teaspoon. Salt, 1 teaspoon. Teaspoon, okay. Whisk until evenly combined. It literally says mix longer than you think since every ingredient's the same color. So, squeeze. Add your melted and cooled butter, granulated sugar, brown sugar into a large bowl. 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1/3 cup of light brown sugar. I'm gonna do the sugar first. Okay, what was it, a cup? Why am I so bad at this? I think I'm just like tired from quitting my job. Ah! But like actually though, I think I'm really tired. This was my first ever corporate job. And I wasn't like even like in corporate properly. I was a corporate receptionist. So it's like, I didn't have like that many like responsibilities apart from like keeping the office happy. But like the corporate world is like wild. And so hearing people being like, I quit my job to pursue art, or I quit my job to do this, I'm like, yeah, good on you. Because like corporate, like I do feel like it drained my soul in a way. The oven's heated up. And I think obviously being like chronically ill on top of that doesn't help. But I was worried about making this video being like, I quit my job, that people would like, I don't want to like push
you
or like
you do
persuade people to quit their jobs, because I think the world is a bit scary at the moment, and like the prospect of not working full time or like having a source of income is kind of scary, because like I kind of quit and was like, I'm just going to take time off for my health. And it's not necessarily something I would just like recommend people like rush into. And so I was worried in filming this video that I would be like influencing people to do it. I don't know. I don't think enough people watch these videos for me to actually worry. Whee! But I think that's where my fear lied. And so I do want to be like, this for me was like not a rash decision. I really, like, even my therapist, she was like, babe, we've been thinking about this and talking about this for months. Like, it's not a rash decision. You took the job specifically to save money and like get money. And so like, now that you have it, why not spend it on like getting healthy again? I'm just gonna add brown sugar, white sugar, and butter into a large bowl, and then whisk together well until there is no separation between butter and sugars. What was I saying? Whisk the eggs, vanilla extract, and almond extract. But yeah, I'm really excited to not do anything for a bit. So if you've got any like ideas of what I should do, 2 tablespoons. So 1 tablespoon plus another of vanilla. Vanilla? 2 tablespoons of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of almond. My fancy pure almond extract. Oh God, that's strong. Oh my God. I can really smell the almond extract. Switch to a spatula and fold in the flour mixture until there are only a few streaks of flour left. This smells amazing. Holy shit. I'm gonna do like half the flour, fold that in. That's way more than half. This feels like I'm making cookie dough. This feels like way too much flour. Baking is so weird. So anyway, yeah, If you have any recommendations of like things I should do, let me know. I think I would love to do like a big trip somewhere, but honestly, flight prices are so expensive at the moment. And considering I don't have a job, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't travel somewhere right now. Maybe I'll travel somewhere in Australia. I do really want to go to Tasmania. It is quite cold at the moment. I love the cold, like when it pays off. Does that make sense? Like if it's cold and it's snowing, to me, I'm like, well, the cold's worth it because it's snowing. If it's cold and raining and wet, I'm just like, it's cold and raining and wet and I'm not that happy. If I'm traveling somewhere, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm cold, it's rainy and wet, and like the payoff is I'm cold. Does that make sense? Add the sprinkles, fold just until they're spread evenly throughout the batter. Don't overmix. Okay. 3 teaspoons rainbow sprinkles, and then extra rainbow sprinkles on the top. I'm actually just gonna like mix some of each color so that it's like rainbow, you know? Okay, here are sprinkles. 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3. Wait, it looks so good in the mixture. Holy shit. I feel like I folded that in well and not too much. Look at this. I think this looks really nice. And honestly, it smells delicious. It smells really good. Okay. Spread the batter into your 8x8 pan. Sprinkle as many sprinkles on the top as you want. Bake for 30 to 35 minutes. But it looks so nice. I'm so glad I did this. Like genuinely, this is so fun. Then it says, sprinkle as many extra sprinkles on the top as you want. This will make them pop when they come out of the oven. Oh, okay. I guess I'll use all the leftover sprinkles I have. Wait, this looks so cute. Oh my God. Wait, I'm so glad I got these sprinkles. I'm using them all. Ah! Wait, this is so cute. I'm so happy. Wait, guys. This is so cute. Look at these. I'm so excited about this. I was thinking about adding some chocolate chips to the top. Do I want to? Maybe. Fuck it, I'm gonna break some up and add some. Like not a lot, just like a couple. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah! That looks so nice, holy fuck. Okay, then bake for 30 to 35 minutes until slightly golden brown. Time to clean up. Yay! Okay, the timer just went off. So we're gonna see. Look at this, guys. It smells like, I don't know how to describe it. It smells really nice. I'm actually like the tiniest bit worried the almond extract might be like overpowering. But we'll see. It looks so cute! But I'm just gonna let it cool a bit because in the recipe she is like you should let it cool because it tastes better cool. So I'm gonna let it cool for a little bit and then I'll chop it up. And I'm just gonna cut into them. I can't wait! I can't believe I made something. Wait. These look so good. I was worried it's raw, but I remember reading her thing and she's like, it's a dangerous act where it's like, if you overcook it, it's like, becomes super dry and not nice. But if you don't cook it enough, it's raw. But she said once the outside is like golden crispy, it's done. You just have to let it set. I'm just gonna have a bite. We're gonna see how they are. This is so weird. Like it tastes like a cake. The texture is brownie, and I know everyone who's had a blondie before will be like, yeah, that's the whole thing. But it's so weird. Oh, it tastes like really like caramelized. I'm glad I put the white chocolate chips like on the top because they've also like caramelized. This is really nice, but I don't think I'll be able to eat a lot of it. Does that make sense? I think it'll be one of those desserts that like in a single sitting you can have like this much, but it lasts like forever because you can't have that much without feeling sick. Does that make sense? The texture is so nice. This is so nice. I love this. Yeah, congrats me. Bye.